Hi guys, this is a review of The Art of Color and Design. This is quite an old book. I think it was done in the 60s. If you like the channel or anything, you can please like, subscribe, comment. It's all appreciated. If there's an area you want me to discuss, if I get enough people saying what they want in the comments for a specific area, I'll bring it out and discuss it. And there's also Amazon affiliate links for this book and the other materials I use. I get a small commission from Amazon at no charge to you if you use those links, and those links help keep the channel going. So please consider like, subscribing, comment. So without much ado, we're going to go into this book. This is an old school from the art school, Pratt Institute, Maitland Graves, right? Anyway, this is what I consider this is one of the fundamental books on composition that makes it actually understandable, all right, from someone who's coming in as a beginner, but also it has a number of things where you always keep looking back at it. It's a hardcover one. I don't know if they've done a reprinting. I would suggest getting the book rather than the soft copy because there's so much information that you can tag out, and when you're finished with it, it's like, okay, it's difficult to navigate through analog on a tablet for me. So I would recommend getting the book, because then you can just mark off where you want, you can highlight and all of that. You can do that in a tablet, but the book I feel is more free. That's my perception, and it's quite a large book too. So it's 440 pages around there, 439 or something. Anyway, part 1 is the elements of design. Then part 2 is the principles of design: harmony, gradation, contrast, unity, right? And then part 3 is the analysis of design elements. So in terms of the elements here, they start discussing line, direction, texture, proportion. Then it's value as a separate issue. Okay, value here, right? Value, organization. Okay, so black and white. Color. There's not much color stuff in here, so it's color probably because when this book first came out, the cost of printing was expensive and they couldn't do color. So, but they discuss color here, and that's a little bit of the shortfall of the book, because you have to be able to apply this knowledge to color, and since they don't use a lot of color, it's really challenging. When I say don't use a lot, I don't think there's any color in this book. The new editions may have it, I'm not sure, but that's like a big issue here in terms of this book. But even up to here, it's a good book. It's worth the money. If somebody ever decided to redo this will be great. But I doubt. Anyway, so I heavily recommend this book. Look, why did you do this? You could have used color in the color section. Well, this is my color. This is my highlighting, right? But I mean, I think this book would have been done so much better with some color in it. It's a shame that those days they couldn't afford color printing. But it's what it is. It is what it is. So they have like a test here. So this is a test for unity. So Graves design judgment test. So what happens is that they have these tests here, and you basically select items that you think are suited to each other, and then they describe why or why not. All right. Anyway, repetition, unity, things for achieving unity, variety of interests, all of these things. I would heavily recommend this book. There's a lot in it, a lot. The color part is a bit tough because you gotta read through it and not see color items, but I don't see any other textbook that's kind of that's discussed it in this kind of comprehensive way. Not anything from most of the modern writers or even some of the other people who discuss composition, because I think it's they don't have a good conceptual grounding, or they haven't stated the conceptual grounding, and so when they're talking about composition, they might just describe it as, okay, there are these motifs that you have to use, cross, circle, whatever, but they don't actually start to describe it. And very few I've actually seen discuss color in any kind of meaningful way. They kind of give you some ideas, but this here is the theoretical stuff that underlies the practical. The difficulty is that they haven't put the theoretical with the practical side by side for color. So saying that, you have to kind of use other means, but I would recommend the book highly. It's a 5 out of 5 for me for what it is, even if it didn't have the color section in it. The design section is just excellent, and for the color, well, you kind of have to figure that one on your own.